Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for September 4th, the week of September 4th. We are just going to jump right in here. You have this Voyage card and this Wisdom card. I mean, this has been your last, I don't know, since 2016 at least, right? You've probably been on this voyage of wisdom where you have been learning a lot. I mean, Saturn in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn as well. That energy in Capricorn, you've probably heard me say this a million times. It has a lot to do with education, educating yourself, gaining knowledge and wisdom. Makes perfect sense to me that, and again, this is Chris's crappy astrology, so just so you're aware, some like little pocket protector nerd always loves to come in and be like, well, actually, that's not what it means. Well, according here, this is what it means right here. So, what I would say is that, again, you've been learning a lot. You've been kind of gaining a lot of, I feel like you've been gaining a lot of information, but mostly in the form of wisdom. Wisdom is taking the knowledge and putting it into practice. So you've gained a lot of this, a lot of information that is clearly leading to something big. You have this Pearl card here. That Pearl, I can't actually read what it says. Hidden gem. And you have the Star, which is like some sort of, accomplishment or fulfillment. Look at this. The Ace of Swords, a victory. The King of Swords, a card of knowledge and wisdom. So I really like this, and I kind of like where this is going. You know what's really funny as well? You have the shipwreck card and the sailboat. I think you're leaving behind a shipwreck. I think that a lot of you are leaving something behind that has caused a lot of issues in your life. Are you freaking kidding me? This is like no cap here, Capricorn. This is one of the best readings I've done for you in a while, because it looks to me like you're leaving something behind that has kept you stuck for a while, and you're setting yourself free. So, and this is going to lead to a victory, happiness, joy, all this stuff. So I love where this is going. And I think it's been a long journey. You've had to learn a lot of lessons. I feel like this has been a pain in the butt for sure, right here, these two cards. And, what you have had to learn, it's like gaining wisdom isn't easy, but it also turns you into a badass, right? If you gain a bunch of wisdom. So, it's like you're not just some dummy wandering around. I feel like you have a lot of answers. You've gained a lot of information. And now it's time to use what you have learned. Use your wisdom for future success, which is clearly what all this right here is about. I don't know if I said this, but we're doing past, present, future outcome, by the way. You have the Four of Pentacles. Again, in the past, I feel there's something that you were holding on to. Could be a person for some of you, because just based off the last card there, that shipwreck card, again, we'll talk about that in a minute. But also intuitively, you also have the Eight of Cups here. So it's like saying to me that I don't know. I don't know what it's saying to me. The Eight of Cups is almost saying to me that you feel like you got cheated out of something. I don't know, intuitively. I'm not saying that someone cheated. It's possible, right? But I feel like it's saying to me that you feel like you didn't get the full thing, maybe out of a person. It's like maybe they always held back, or maybe you just never got to get the relationship going, or whatever the case may be. And so it's like something you had to learn from with the Four of Pentacles. I feel for some of you, it kept you stuck for a while with the Eight of Swords, but the good news is that this is showing up in the past position, like I said. So I feel for a lot of you that you're kind of like moving past it. You're just like looking forward to, something new. You're looking forward to, building and whatever you can at this time. And I feel like you're looking forward to using all the things that you've learned in your life so that you can be more successful, in the future is what I would say. You have the Page of Pentacles here. I would be careful, at this time of a past person communicating with you. You have this, you have the Ace of Swords as well. You have the Two of Swords. It's like, gives me vibes of, a past person coming in, communicating, but it's like they left you for someone else. It's like they went and sowed their wild oats, and now they're like, oh, well, I guess there's nothing better than Capricorn, so I might as well, go back. And I would be like, no, I'm no one's second option, right? So I would say no here. There's also something, this reading, it kind of feels like a prophecy to me. It's almost like, but in the sense that, if you were dealing with a person, it's like maybe you said things to them that you were going to do in your life, and it's like now you're doing it right here. So I kind of feel as if someone from your past sees your life as you kind of like fulfilling a prophecy. It's like maybe you told them, what was going to happen with your life or where you were going or whatever, right? And it's like now it's happening. You could have told yourself as well. So maybe you don't have a past person, or maybe you didn't tell a past person something. But again, I feel like it's almost like some sort of prophecy that you've had for yourself is coming together. I hope that makes sense, where it's like maybe you've always dreamed of things. You thought you would be able to create certain experiences in your life, and it's like now it's happening. So pretty good. With the, look at this, with the Four of Pentacles, you have the Empress. And guess what? You have the Emperor right here. So I feel like there could be like a true Emperor, Empress coming in for you. Take it how it resonates. But definitely if you want love, I feel that you're going to be happy that you let go of a past person if you had a past person. If you do, or even if you don't want love, I feel for everyone, I really like readings where the Emperor and the Empress show up together because they represent, kind of balancing the two energies inside of you, the masculine and feminine, the action taker, and also the creator. And so it's like I feel like you're not only creating things, but you're also taking, like coming up with the idea of something. And you can come up with all the ideas all day long, right? But unless you actually put them into practice, nothing's going to happen. And so I feel for a lot of you, it's like not only you're coming up with the idea, you're actually seeing these things through to the end. With the Eight of Swords, yes, you have the Death card. Whatever kept you stuck is something that you see as dead, done, over with. I feel like you're moving past it. With the Page of Pentacles, yes, you have the Ten of Pentacles. To me, a reading with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups represents having it all. So, do I think we ever truly ever really have it all? I would say no. But I think, I call it a worthy pursuit. I think that trying your best to have it all, whatever that means for you, is always like a worthwhile pursuit, right? Is, trying to make your life the best that it possibly can be. Of course, there will always be challenges and things, and life isn't perfect. There will always be things coming up. But again, it is the pursuit of making it perfect that is worth it. So that's what I will say there with the Ten of Pentacles, is that, it makes life easier to live. Trust me, like most of my ideas, for example, never work out for me. It's like only like 1 out of, 100 works. But again, since I've turned my thinking around and I say, I'm just going to try to make the best of it, it really does help. It really has kind of like kept me motivated and kept me moving forward. Next, in your present position, you have this Community card, curveball. You have this To Be Fair card. So there's some sort of balance coming in for you. I said curveball on the Community card because every single reading I do for you, I say teamwork makes the dream work. Anything you could do to work with other people would be very beneficial. I really feel people want to support you. I feel like people want to be on your team. It's like, especially you have the Star here. Like if you're doing anything that requires getting attention, you don't necessarily have to work with people, but there could be people who want to support you, who want to be your cheerleader, right? And I really feel people are on your side right now. But, and if you're saying I don't have people on my side, there are people that would be on your side, but I feel like you have to go find them here with this energy. You have the Two of Swords, the Emperor, and the Eight of Cups. With that To Be Fair card as well, I do feel like a person is coming back in, could be trying to come back and be fair. But again, I would be very careful of this person. I think they will always be the same. And, I hate to say it, but you have the Magician here. And you go from the Eight of Cups to the Ace of Swords and the Magician. It's like an adult coming in to tell you the truth. As I always say, I have completely lost sympathy for adults personally, and that lie and then want to come back and tell the truth. It's like you're an adult, that lying hurts people and is wrong. So why did you lie in the first place, right? So plain and simple. And it's like, if they did it once, they'll probably do it again. So I would be very careful. It's like, if someone's coming in to apologize or whatever, would it be nice of you to accept the apology? Sure. Absolutely. Going this way, I think it would be great, but I don't think you necessarily have to let this person into your life. As a matter of fact, I feel you are more in this energy right here. The Emperor, he's more like stern and cold, and he's just like the King of Swords there as well, which is coming up in the same diagonal, right? So, I feel in a lot of ways that you're kind of not taking any crap at this time, and I feel like you're more motivated to accomplish something big in your life with the Star card. Again, something that you prophesized, years ago. I think that some of you have always seen yourself as accomplishing something. That's how the Star is popping into my head. It's like your own personal prophecy. Like you've seen yourself like, oh, I'm going to own a business, or, oh, I'm going to go save the guinea pigs, or whatever the hell you're going to do. It doesn't matter. And I feel like you've always seen that, but it's like now you're actually getting closer to doing it in the first place. So there you go. Love it. You have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you, which I feel is exactly what you're doing if there's a person all up in your business. With the Two of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles. Again, teamwork makes the dream work. Anything you can do to work together. That's the card you always get, by the way, is the Three of Pentacles. And I'm always saying this to you. With the Emperor, you have the King of Cups. Could be a water sign coming in for some of you. I would also say that this could be your emotions. King of Cups has very deep emotions. And you have the Magician here. And so the Magician and the King of Cups could represent you attracting things into your life with your emotions. I definitely feel it would be a good time for you to use your emotions to get what you want. Like, so make sure to stay positive, keep your eye on the prize here with the Star card. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Five of Pentacles. Yes, this person broke you. I'm telling you right now, I'd be careful of this person. I felt it at the beginning of the reading. And so, I think you have a past person, and it's like they're not even coming correct here, Capricorn. I don't like to talk about these things in my readings because, again, I like to do whatever comes up readings. I like to do focusing on the big picture readings because I feel like if you focus on the big picture, everything else falls into place, right? And there's no point in talking about a past bozo. But, what I'd say here is I feel this person, I would protect yourself just so it doesn't steal from all this amazing energy at the end, right? So maybe you need to block this person or something like that. You have this Pearl card. It says Hidden Gem. We're in your future position. You have this Dolphins card. It says playfulness and cooperation. I feel that, focusing on connections that are more playful, happy, fun, joyful, all that other stuff would be a really good idea with this energy. So I would focus on, positive connections. You have the Star, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. The Star is like having a North Star. It's having something that is bigger than yourself that you can focus on. But again, I feel like this is something you've always seen for yourself, right? It's like, I'm not saying, if you thought you were going to be a billionaire by the time you were like 29 or something like that, it's like, maybe that's not happening, but maybe you have come up recently with like a big business idea that could lead to that in the future, right? So I really feel that this is saying you're seeing what's possible. The whole point of the Star is that she is pouring water onto the land right here. And that water comes from the pool of universal consciousness. So it basically says what's possible for one person is possible for everyone. So I really feel you're seeing that something is possible. You have the Ace of Swords here. You're seeing that you can have a victory or that you can have some sort of win in your life. The Ace of Swords is your truth as well. And I feel that we are in a time of authenticity. We are in a time where we need to live our truth. And a lot of people say to me, well, I am living my truth. But then I say, okay, do you love your job? And they're like, well, I don't love my job. I'm like, well, do you love where you live at? Oh, I don't love where I live. I'm like, then you're not living your truth. And so, again, I don't think we have to live exactly our truth. Again, it's more about the pursuit of it. The trying to create it is the thing that we need to do and trying to make situations better. Again, people always say to me like, oh, I hate my job, but and I want to get another one. I've been looking for another one. So how can I live my truth? And I always say, well, you have to make the best of it. It's like, what can you love about your current situation? And yes, you have to do a perspective change. If you do that, then you start to make it something you love, then everything else will follow. So, I feel like that's what's happening here with the Ace of Swords. You have the King of Swords. He wants to fly away. I feel this is, again, you seeing the truth in all situations in your life. I really see you in a very strong, decisive, confident position here. You have this, the Emperor, the Empress. Very confident energy. I feel like you even have that King of Cups in the same diagonal. This is all telling me that I really feel this is just you in a lot of ways. I feel you are very confident in your feelings and like what you feel you need to do in your life. And that's it. That's all you need to focus on, Capricorn, is like what you feel you need to do, like what you think is right, and all that other good stuff. With the Star, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely a big opportunity, a hidden gem opportunity, if you will, with that Pearl card. So, like I said, your reading's a little bit different. Normally, I would say, like, the Ace of Pentacles is an offer that's coming in. It could be an offer, but I feel like this is something that you have been working towards for a while. With the Ace of Swords, 2 aces, by the way, you have the Hangman. Again, something you've been waiting for. It's like you're gaining enlightenment. We see a ton of clarity in this reading. King of Swords, Ace of Swords, very strong clarity cards. And the Hangman, he has gained enlightenment for the first time. It's like he finally sees what he needs to do. So again, like I feel like you're getting closer to something that you predicted for yourself. Some sort of prophecy for yourself. With the King of Swords, you have the World. The World is an accomplishment. The World is success coming in for you. And I don't know, amazing freaking reading. It is also your card. The World is you, Capricorn. So I feel in a lot of ways you are just having some sort of accomplishment. Next, look at this. See, I'm noticing the difference between these two. You have the shipwreck, it says finding closure, the end of a phase or a cycle. You have the sailboat card, it says sail on, you're heading in the right direction. Yes. I feel like you're letting go of one thing and you're moving forward to something new. It's like the sailboat is obviously going to move through the water. The shipwreck is going to stay where it is. So I feel you're moving on from things that have kept you stuck and you're entering into a new phase of life where there's just a better, forward movement, or there's like wind in your sails, that you're being guided and pushed forward at this time. You have the Magician, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Wands, so definitely a lot of success. I always pull the card the Magician is pointing to. I'm going to say it's this one right here. You cannot make this up. Look, are you freaking kidding? Look at what this is. It's the wheel of a ship, and it says endings and beginnings on it. Literally, you have an ending and a new beginning showing up right there, so that's amazing. You have the Magician. The Magician is, of course, you manifesting something new into your life, but it's a card that says you hold the keys to manifesting whatever you want. It's also a card of reinvention, and again, I don't necessarily think you're reinventing yourself. I think you're more stepping into your authentic self. Again, living that prophecy, something that you predicted for yourself happening a long time ago, and you're finally stepping into that energy. You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, happiness, joy, good things happening for you. So, again, I see a lot of joy and happiness. If you want love, I do feel that there could be love coming in here. It definitely could be a King of Cups type person here, or, it could just be a divine counterpart, Emperor, Empress. So I think you're going to be happy that you let go of a past situation if that story is for you. And you could have it all with this person. Again, like I said, you're going to work towards that. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. You have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, of course, is a card of victory and success and achievements and, reaching goals and being celebrated. So all of those things definitely show up in this reading. Like I said, this is probably one of the better readings that you've had in a while. So definitely going in the right direction. I don't think it's been easy, but you're getting there. With the Magician, you have the Five of Cups here. I think you need to focus on gratitude. Again, I think you've been through it. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, it hasn't been easy. Five of Cups, you have a choice. You can focus on the spilt wine or the two cups behind you, which lead to the bridge in the castle. So I think it's time to focus on what you have to gain, not what you lost. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Judgment card. Yes, waking up, waking up to a new life. They are finally answering the call. The people on the Judgment card, they are, living in their true purpose, or they're kind of discovering their true purpose. So, like I said, I feel a lot of you are kind of waking up to your destiny, but it's something you predicted for yourself, like I keep saying, a long time ago. And with the Six of Wands, you have the Chariot. It's funny, I almost said I thought you had the Chariot with that Six of Wands. They're kind of very similar cards in some ways, the Chariot and the Six of Wands. The Chariot is about charging forward towards success. Six of Wands, he is being successful. The Chariot is also a card of setting yourself apart. A lot of people get the Chariot nowadays, and I do believe that with Pluto going into Aquarius officially like next year, that we are really in a time where we are being required to set ourselves apart. It's like if you are like everybody else, then you're not going to stand out. I always say that when Pluto officially does go into Aquarius at the end of next year, like November, that I think the biggest risk anyone will be able to take or will have to take is exposure, which we see right here with the Sun and the Ace of Swords. Like, it is scary to live your truth if your truth goes against everybody else's truth, right? So that's what this is asking you to do. It's asking you to be brave, be bold, to live that prophecy in your head, and that's where the success is going to come from. You have this Caution card. I would be very careful of a past person. I feel like this person belongs to everyone. Look at how many animals are coming to this lady here on this card. I really get that feeling that you could have a past person who's a trickster. I think they're a trickster if this part of the message is for you, and I would just avoid it. Next, you have this Choices card. I do feel that you are making balanced decisions. You have that To Be Fair card. There's a scale right here. It's like you're really weighing up your options or your choices at this time. And I feel like you're making sure that the things are fair to you, really. You have this Vision card. I think the clearer you can see that star, the better. So it's like if you understand why or where you are coming from and why you are doing the things that you want to do in your life, and the more you can hold that vision, I feel the more successful you will be. So I would, I'd make sure to focus with that card. You have this originality card, Star card. Star is a card of originality, and it is Aquarius. This card here is also Mercury in Aquarius. So any original ideas, unique ideas, any of those things that you have are going to be very successful. And again, I feel like this is something that you predicted a long time ago, your ideas or where your life is going. And again, it's going to be very different than everybody else's ideas for your life. We see this right here, and also right here with the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, there's people who are jealous, or a person who's meant to look jealous in the background. So it's like, yeah, of course, someone right here is going to be jealous of your success. And again, I think your job is to not worry about it. Pay attention to what's in front of you. Keep innovating, and that's it. Finally, you have this restlessness card. If you are feeling restless in any area of your life, I do feel it is a time of restlessness. We need to channel that restless energy into something. It could be a puzzle. I don't care if it's a coloring book. I would do something with your energy just so it's not being wasted. But it's a really good reading here, Capricorn. I love where this is going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.